think I might be getting one of those styes again. Had a stye about I don't know, 6 months, 8 months, maybe even a year ago, where my eye kind of swelled up a little bit, little pain. I think it's a blocked tear duct, if you will. I cry a lot, so maybe I have a lot of opportunities to get a blocked tear duct. Although it seems like the tears would wash away, would be healthy and purifying and keep the tear ducts open. But what do I know? Hello from Antarctica. I wonder if you're really from Antarctica. Bradley, I don't know about that. I've talked about being on near the South Pole a lot. And I understand gravity and I understand how things work. But the whole southern hemisphere scares me a little bit, because part of me thinks if I went down there, I still might fall off. Brought an extra cup this morning. Hello from Iowa. Brought an extra cup this morning. They say don't take these out of the cafeteria. I did anyway. I was a little bit of a renegade. Hello from Texas and San Diego. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to the cafeteria as soon as I'm done with my little show, and bring my cup, probably fill it with some more water from the Pelbara. What's your favorite food in the cafeteria? What is my favorite food in the cafeteria? Well, yesterday we were served salmon at night, and I'll tell you what, the salmon was pretty good. The gravy, eggs and gravy and bacon, I think are right up there. They usually have a fair amount of fresh fruit available for us as well, cantaloupe or honeydew melon or what have you. Sometimes we'll have some strawberries. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Looks like two young ladies going on halfway through a hike. They got backpacks, got hats on. I noticed a can of bear spray. Yeah, it's a pretty morning. I'll show you a little bit. We had, there's the sun coming up over the mountains. There's those two girls walking off that way. I'm in a little area by a nature area here. We got a mountain back there. We got the mountains all over. I know it doesn't show here, but it's really cool. I'm gonna stand up. Got the day off today, and I'm so thankful for that. I believe I worked 7 days in a row, all double shifts, and was really tired and really almost concerned that I couldn't, maybe I was too old or physically unable to perform or do the job, or breaking down or any number of stuff. And if it would have kept up at that pace, I'm sure I would have cracked like an egg at some point. But I had a buddy, they popped up next week's schedule, which starts on Thursday. Yesterday afternoon, I didn't look at it, but I had a buddy look at it, and apparently I had some days, or not days off, but not double shifts every day. And I'm sure I'm going to be working 5 days straight, which is okay, and some double shifts, but not all double shifts, and not 7 days in a row. But anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Tuesday morning. It's the first day of my weekend. First day off of 2 in a row. I'll get to that, Jack Taylor. It's Tuesday morning. It is June 4th. I think it's June 4th at 6:56 a.m. It's kind of funny. I'm coming at you from Yellowstone National Park, right on the border of Montana and Wyoming, about 1,450 miles from my hometown of Naperville, Illinois. Rode out on my scooter, started just 2.5 weeks ago, and have been in Yellowstone for about a week and a half, and been working and sleeping and working and sleeping and doing my Coffee with Ken show as often as I can. But loving it out here and thinking it's such beautiful country, And despite the fact that I was working most of the time, I was still thankful for the being in this location and having this opportunity and having a bed to sleep in and having some neat night. Somebody said you can't. Can you see my breath? Maybe you can. It's 36 degrees here right now, but it doesn't feel that cool. I'm wearing a light coat, a t-shirt under it, and some jeans. Wearing my Birkenstocks today. I wear my black tennis shoes at work. And yesterday I finished up my last of the marathon shifts, a breakfast shift. Went home, napped for 4 hours, and that, let me tell you, that felt good. Headed out, got some food, and went into what's called the map room here, and was reading and editing videos and kind of relaxing and enjoying the peace and quiet. But my feet were getting hot. My feet were getting hot because I was wearing the same shoes I've been working in all day, all week. And I thought to myself, boy, I should have worn my Birkenstocks. So this morning, as I was choosing my shoes, I said, hey, I should wear my Birkenstocks, and I did. But it's a different day. It rained yesterday. It was windy yesterday. The grass is wet, although you will not see the wet. You'll see the wet grass, but you will not tell of its wetness. Oh. But anyway, and it's also 6:59 a.m., and I do believe it's Tuesday. So happy Tuesday to you. This is a show I've been doing for quite some time. It's a show about me talking and sharing some feelings, sharing the ups and downs that we all have in life, sharing a cup of water. It's important I drink a lot of water. It's so easy to, especially waiting tables 10, 11 hours a day, to lose sight of, it's kind of survival, and lose sight of the good habits and have a bad table get you down, or drink too much Coke, or not drink enough water, or not be grateful for things. And I've done a pretty good job of leaning back and remembering to drink water, and remembering to stretch, and remembering to wake with some gratitude, and remembering to put the stressful feelings behind me as much as I can. But Jack Taylor needed to know, and I know you all probably needed to know, about how the coffee was. For those that have been watching a while, you know it is not just a show about me talking. In a table with a bunch of kind of holes in it. I'll show you. Like that. So if I put my things down on the wrong spot, they'll either tip or what have you. And we wouldn't want that. Did I make my bunk bed? I certainly did. It's not really a bunk bed, by the way. And it's really easy to make, because it's got a Chicago Bears blanket and some kind of brown blanket that they gave me, and it's just easy to fluff them up and lay them down. I think my roommate now is probably weirded out that I'm making the bed. I bet, not many people do here, but it is a good habit. So anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know it is not just a show about me talking, it's also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a steaming cup of coffee, thanks to the tourists from Canada who gave me a map, because they heard that I scootered across the country, of the motorcycle map of Idaho. And although I don't really need a motorcycle map of Idaho, I do hope to make it to Idaho while I'm there. I did realize I needed a cover for my coffee, so I'm using it for that. So anyway, I'm excited to have my first sip. And my hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. Let's have another. So besides working yesterday morning and taking a nap, and going to the map room, after work I went straight. I'm wearing my waiter outfit with my apron. Sometimes I want to carry my apron, but the apron has pockets, and the pockets have things in them. And I think it's kind of silly to carry things that carry things, if that makes sense, when you can wear them. So I decided to keep my apron on. As I strode proudly into the U.S. Post Office that's here in Yellowstone, who would have thought they had a real post office in Yellowstone? It's a beautiful old building. It's kind of a white granite exterior. And as I was coming home last night in the dark, the lights were still on and it was glowing almost. It looked like a magical place against the darkness of the mountain behind it. But anyway, went there yesterday and I got a P.O. box. I've never had a P.O. box. Oh, thank you, Skylar. I've never had a P.O. box before. I don't even know for sure what people used them for till today, I think. I think a P.O. box is a mailbox that is kept at the post office if you don't really have a permanent residence. If you're maybe staying in a dorm in Yellowstone, or maybe if you're, I don't know, I guess even if you were homeless, you could have a P.O. box and still get mail. It was my experience for those that bash the federal government, including me from time to time, was so positive. The staff was amazingly friendly. There were two guys that were some of the happiest guys I've ever met. And, I mean, I guess they're working in a quiet little post office in Yellowstone. What's not to be happy about? But anyway, super friendly, explained the process, told me which box size to get. The cost was very cheap. I get a box there for like 6 months for $30. So my mail's going to be all coming in. And I don't know how much mail I actually get. But I just didn't feel comfortable having mail sent to the housing department of the dorm series of dorms I'm in and going finding it with all the masses. And I kind of wanted to feel a little bit special and have my own box and be able to get mail and feel like, I don't know, it's home a little more. But yeah, so let's drink a little more coffee. I'm proud of that. I'm excited about it. So if you want to send me something, I'm P.O. Box Ken Tracy, P.O. Box 701, Mammoth or Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. You're going to be in trouble I'm going to be in trouble because I can't remember the zip code offhand. But that's okay. You probably don't want to send me anything anyway. Those that really want to send me something can get my mailbox or my P.O. Box address directly from me. Or you could Google the zip code of Mammoth Springs, Wyoming. So today's a day off, and I'm excited about that, and tomorrow's a day off. And for the last week and a half, I'd heard about this tour. Still sore. To Yellowstone National Park, or not Yellowstone, the Yellowstone Hot Springs right down the hill in Gardner, Montana, where apparently they have these holes in the earth with bubbling waters, probably smelly as sulfur, that you can actually go in and soak in and rest in. And there's a little rec department that works for the company that I'm now work for that kind of puts on fun events and little hikes and tours and what have you. And I wanted to go, and I still might go. But a buddy I was hanging out with that I worked with last night mentioned to me that due to my working at this park and due to my employment by this company, that there's various, I don't know if you've ever been to a national park, but there's various spots. There's like Old Faithful, and there's the Yellowstone Canyon, and there's Roosevelt, and there's Mammoth Hot Springs, and there's West Yellowstone, and each of them have a little community around them with little gas stations and general stores and hotels and restaurants, and it's kind of neat. And they each have a draw, each have something that's super cool. I like your car. Is it an A4?
I think it's an A3.
A3? I like Audis. Nice. They're like Mercedes and BMW, but they're kind of understated. They're classy but quiet. Yeah. You chose white. I had a black one, and the white looks nice. Oh, okay. Looks clean and shiny in the sunshine. Yeah. Have a great day.
You too.
What was I saying? Oh, we have the opportunity, I found out yesterday, to go to one of these other little communities And I am about 51 miles from the Old Faithful community, and I know I want to see it while I'm here. And I don't want to keep putting off everything and saying, well, I'm here for 5 months. I have plenty of time to... There's no Casey's General at the hot springs. I grew up going to Yellow Box. Yes, Skylar, I did live in Naperville, and I did go to the Yellow Box. And there is no Casey's General in the hot springs. They don't have... It's kind of fortunate, and I talked about it before, that... and again, I've ripped on the federal government before, and I like smaller government, but my post office was friendly, and I love that we have these national parks set aside free of Casey's General or McDonald's or Taco Bell, and kind of keep it uncommercial and friendly to the environment, or at least as friendly as they can, and just keep them beautiful like they are. But anyway, I heard yesterday that I can go down and possibly stay if they have availability at one of these little pockets. And there's a community around Old Faithful and a bunch of cool things to see, I'm sure, down there. It's about 51 miles away. And because I work for this company in Yellowstone, I think if there's availability, I can get room and board for $5 a night. And go visit one of the most famous tourist attractions in the world, and not be in a rush to leave and ride home today, and kind of relax and kind of experience a different little place in Yellowstone. Not that I'm tired about where I am, but I would like to go see Old Faithful. So if there's availability, I may take my self on the road today, do the 51-mile ride further into Yellowstone, and check out Old Faithful. And like I said, if there's availability, meet some new people, spend the night there, wake up there, maybe do my show by the Old Faithful geyser if I time it right. And if there's space, I have no idea what to expect. There'll probably be a million tourists with cameras packing in, but I'll shoulder my way in and have it go, hey, look, there's Old Faithful going off. Isn't that cool? And hopefully it will be cool, and hopefully it will be neat. And I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I thought it went off every 72 minutes or something, but apparently it blows off different amounts of steam and energy and heat, and they can determine the next time it's going to blow by the height and the volume of gas coming out. I don't know if that's true, but that's what a buddy told me. So let's drink a little more coffee to my buddy. I was talking to him last night, and he is a photographer, and he takes beautiful, beautiful pictures, and he's traveled all over the world, and he's taken pictures of Thailand and Yellowstone while he's here, and various other cool places around the world that I haven't been to. And I was looking at some of his pictures, and I was going, holy smokes, those are beautiful. And he's for long wanted to build a page or a book of art, of his arts, his photography online, and share it with the world or share it with other people. And he has an Instagram account, and he's posted some pictures, but he was like a year behind in posting pictures. And he always wanted to get to it and get to these ones from a year ago first. Good morning, Rich Starnicle. And basically he was putting off doing because he wanted to do perfectly. And he was putting it off, and I don't know him that well, but time was passing, and we all do this in life, and that's my point. He wasn't getting started, but he was collecting this massive library of pictures that ended up feeling like a chore to do. And I'm going, okay, let's just put aside those pictures from the past. What's your most recent pictures? And let's make a post today. I think I was kind of annoying him with my, thank you, probably with my encouragement. And I told him I'm going to push him. And I asked him, do you want me to keep pressuring you? And he goes, oh, yeah. So I did. And he goes, now you're pressuring me. I go, well, you told me to. So we sat there in the map room, and he worked on it, and he put together 10 really cool pictures. And if I knew his page, I'd share it right now, and he'd suddenly hopefully get a big boost in his audience, and he'd feel pretty cool about that. And I'll maybe share it later. Or on a different show when I know what it's called again. But I think my point is we all want to start working out or start dieting or get in better shape or start going to church or start eating healthier or reading books or doing whatever. And we all keep putting it off because we're afraid of the long-term commitment, or we're afraid about the amount of work to do, or we want to stop drinking alcohol or smoking pot or smoking cigarettes, and we'll do it next week, next year on New Year's when we're 50. And we keep putting off things. And my advice would be, don't put it off. Don't say you're going to, in his case, post pictures on Instagram forever. Don't say you got to do it every day. Don't say you're going to become Mr. Universe or go to church every day or every week, but do it today. Yeah, if you want to start something or stop something in the case of bad habits and drinking and smoking or lethargy or whatever, do it today. Start thinking good thoughts today. Start being kind to yourself today. Don't wait. Don't say, hey, I'll do it on Monday, or clean up that garage today. Throw out all the crap you have in your basement that's cluttering your life and your soul and your home today. Don't wait for tomorrow, because, again, tomorrow's never promised. The best time to plant a tree was 30 years ago, and the second best time to do it is today. So do it today. And don't wait for tomorrow. And you don't have to make a commitment. If you drink too much and you want to stop drinking, you don't have to say, I'm never going to drink again. But you just got to say, I'm not going to drink today. And if you smoke cigarettes and you want to stop, I got a little bit of advice about the smoking cigarettes, because that was a tricky one for me to kick. And I only did it for a year and a half. If you smoke cigarettes, I'd recommend just saying you're never going to buy cigarettes again, because that seems more manageable than saying you're never going to smoke cigarettes. Or you could say, I'm not going to smoke a cigarette today. Thank you, Jack Taylor. And just do it today. Just do it today. Whatever your habit you want to start. If it's making your bed, make your bed today. If it's being kind to yourself, say something nice to yourself. Not even today. Say it right now. Say, I'm telling you, people make fun of me for saying positive affirmations, but they work. I know they made Michael Jordan crack up with Stuart Smalley on Saturday Night Live. But I'll tell you what, even Michael Jordan has insecurities. And although he might be the greatest basketball player that ever lived, I promise you, he has anxieties and fears and insecurities and worries, just like we all do, because we all have them. And I believe in, good habits. And I believe in doing it today. And again, I'm not perfect. I wake up and go, oh, crap, or I'll do it tomorrow. But I'm pretty good at catching myself, recognizing my negativity and realizing that if I go through my day with an oh crap attitude, I'm going to have an oh crap day. And an oh crap day isn't nearly as fun as a thank you Lord day. And I'm not even speaking in the biblical sense. I'm just speaking in the gushing of gratitude sense. And one of the best habits I now have is saying, thank you, Lord. And, I don't even know how much I believe in all the, in anything. But I just know if I'm grateful. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Just finished my shift.
Oh, that must feel good.
Yeah.
You have an awesome, awesome day.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. But if I face the world and the day and the next moment or the interaction I have with gratitude, my day goes smoother. I smile more. I enjoy my coffee. I enjoy the moment. The vicious pain I have in my back right now, I forget about. The table of the 8-top that I had stiffed me the other day doesn't ruin my shift at work. The rain that was coming down yesterday doesn't bother me. And I'm just more thankful for things and for life and for you guys. So I'm going to have one more sip of coffee. I want another cup of coffee. And as is my theme, I think I'm going to do it today or do it now. I'm going to sign off with you. I'm going to go to the cafeteria, find a quiet spot, maybe post this video to Instagram and YouTube. Going to get another cup of coffee. May enjoy it outside, may enjoy it while people watching in the cafeteria, depending on how I feel. If I'm feeling really frisky, I might get some breakfast. If I'm feeling super duper frisky, I'm going to inquire about the availability in Old Faithful today. My mom said maybe gratuity's built into the check. Well, sometimes it is. It wasn't on this time. Hey, you're welcome, money. It wasn't on this check. And they were running me ragged. And I'll tell you what, I've worked as a waiter now 4 times in my life. It's a nice thing to have in your back pocket when you're between jobs, or if you're a realtor and you're hurting for cash, or if you're a college student, or even if you're a 55-year-old guy needing to make some money and pay child support and put a roof over his head. Okay, I got a new subject. An RV just drove by. It was like a Sunseeker RV. And I was talking to a woman where I work, which is right here, by the way. I'm going to show you. I don't know if you can see it. It's got the dining room there with all those windows. So we're looking from there out that way. And we can see the little road that comes through and all the mountains in the back. And because I'm in a national park, we have a lot of RVs riding by. And I kind of threw it out to the crowd. Hey, if you were going to buy an RV, would you buy one with like a pickup truck and a trailer that you trailed the home part behind, or would you have the home attached to the automobile or the truck or what have you? And I happened to say it to a woman that grew up in a A-class or a C-class RV, and she was explaining to me the difference. And it's funny because all my life, I don't know, there was even a skit on Beavis and Butthead how they were going to go down to the trailer park and watch, I don't know, look for tornadoes or something. And people kind of made fun of that sort of living. But as the price of real estate has gone up and up, yeah, I go live pretty much every day. I've done it for 5 years, but I'm not committed if I don't want to go live tomorrow. You're out of luck. But I go live every morning somewhere between 5:30 and 6:30. But anyway, as real estate prices have continued to rise, and my expenses have risen as well as a twice divorced man with 4 beautiful children, I find it challenging to the thought of purchasing a house, or what would I want? Because I got friends with $1 million homes. They're beautiful. But I don't want $1 million home that's beautiful anymore. It's me pretty much, and I don't need it. So it's hard without a dream to develop a goal and then to develop a plan to achieve those dreams. And as a guy with a limited budget right now, the thought of, and I talked about it before, of simplifying my life or buying a mini home or a RV or what have you seems really appealing, because since it's just me, and since I brought most of my belongings from the suburbs of Chicago to the mountains of Wyoming on my scooter, I feel like this is an opportunity for me to cut a ton of stuff, material stuff, out of my life that I really don't need or even want, and start dreaming about RVs, be it a A-class or a C-class or a pickup truck towing an RV or what have you. And I'm just starting to look into it and just starting to formulate, again, it's a dream becoming a goal, becoming a plan, thinking, okay, if I can put aside this much money this season, which ends in October, and work real hard, I could have a little home and trail my scooter behind it and live where I want to live and see my kids and do cool things and really enjoy life. And again, I'm just kind of in the dreaming stage. Hi, Will Bill Chill. I am doing it today, but it's working on it. I mean, I can't buy the RV today. I appreciate you busting me with my own advice. Buying a Sprinter van, it's cheaper. Yeah, no, Sprinter vans are in this discussion. I'll tell you, the Mercedes Sprinter van went by, and I'm betting that's 150 grand. But apparently a Ford makes a Sprinter van, and I barely know what those are, but I think you can convert them and put a bed or two in them and maybe a bathroom or a shower and maybe a little kitchenette. And I think I could really enjoy life doing that, because I've so enjoyed my stay in the mountains, and I've only been here a week and a half. Who knows, maybe in 4 months I'll be wanting out, but I don't think so. I think being here, yes, I worked a crazy number of hours in the last 7 days, but you're focusing on living rather than doing. And it feels really nice to focus on living in life and not be rushing around and seeing the neighbors buy a fancy car and want to buy a fancy car because your neighbors did, or I don't know, put on an addition to a home that you don't need just because you have some money sitting around. There'd be a coffee maker in it. I'd have my Sumatra Starbucks flowing out the door and the hazelnut. Can you ask what the name of the restaurant is? I'm looking at the sign. It says dining room. I don't think it has the name. But I'm up in Mammoth Hot Springs in Yellowstone National Park. Win the heart of a single RV owner. I don't know what that means. But yeah, no. So I'm looking into options, and it's in the dream stage right now. But it's exciting having a dream, because until I came out here, again, I was trying to reconcile with my ex-wife, and that's hard. And for the 3 weeks, for the year prior, I was struggling and paying rent and paying child support and feeling like I'm drowning the whole time, and feeling like you're drowning's not a fun way to be. And I don't want to drown anymore. And I think this is a manageable plan that could really work for me and work for my family, and still allow me to handle my financial obligations and my expenses, and see more of the country and kind of live life. And somebody just asked if my ex-wives get along. I mean, they don't hang out. I'll tell you, they don't hang out, but my oldest daughter, Erin, graduated from high school this year and just had a graduation party at my first ex-wife's home, and one of my stepkids from my second ex-wife went. So, I mean, it's, they don't hang out or go out for drinks or coffee or chit-chat. I hope. I wouldn't want that. They'd talk about me and probably say mean things. No, I don't think so. But I don't know. I don't know. They don't hang out. Got a truck rambling by. Casey's General said his son is attending college in my hometown next year. Must be North Central College, I assume. Yeah, really cool town. Really cool college. Division III. I think it's a really good school and would be a great place to go to college. So good for him, and you should be proud. Hope they both follow Coffee with Ken. They do, both at times. And it was my first wife, I think, that said first, or might have been one of the first people that said it's like Mr. Rogers for adults. I've had other people say that, and feel a lot of pride about that. I'm not totally sure what it means, because I'm certainly not as kind and sweet as Mr. Rogers. I'm just a guy going through life and sharing his story. But I still appreciate that and take it as a compliment. So anyway, I told you about my dreams. I told you about my days off. I told you I might go to Old Faithful today. I told you about my cup of coffee. I told you about Yellowstone and work and life a little bit. Yeah. And again, it's Tuesday morning, and the sky is blue, and the sun is shining, and it's going to be a beautiful day. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I like your hat. Where are you from?
Georgia.
Georgia. Did you buy the hat here, or do you wear it in Georgia?
No, I ordered it online.
So it's not just because you're up here, you wear the hat. I'm a bald man, so I see value in
I
it.
always wear hats.
All right,
I
good
don't go
man.
anywhere without a hat.
Where are you going right now, if I may ask? Not that I'm prying into your life. You don't have to tell me, and it's not that important. But just
Lamar Valley.
okay. I hear. Have you been? Have you? Lamar Valley, I think I rode through it, and I'm on a live show right now, so be warned, don't reveal any personal information because it'll go out to the internet. But I hear Lamar Valley is really beautiful. I think I rode through it. I talked to a ton of people that saw a bunch of cool stuff there, so really enjoy your trip there today.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. But anyway, it's Tuesday morning. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope your week started off. Oh, I have one more thought. As I was waking up in bed, I flipped to the CNBC app. I like to keep track of how the markets are doing. And I kind of chuckled because I haven't looked in about a week. And it feels so funny how distant I feel from the stock market and from the life I used to lead as a guy that cared about stocks going up and down, or even the real estate market and all that stuff. And it feels good to be away from that. So, yeah. But anyway, it's Tuesday morning. I had a wonderful night's sleep. It's the first of 2 days off. I'm going to get a little fresh coffee because I'm worth it, and you're worth it too. And I want you to remember that, and I want you to, if you're out there struggling at all, I don't know, say something kind to yourself. Say thank you, Lord, whether you believe or not. Like I said, I don't think it matters. I just think feeling grateful to something, for something, is important. It'll help you feel a little better. Thank you, Lord, for the blue sky and the white little fluffy clouds and the green grass. Yeah. So want to thank you for joining. I so appreciate you hopping on this Tuesday morning. Again, I hope your week started off great yesterday. I hope you are excited about your day. I hope you are feeling good. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.